What is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is science, engineering, and technology conducted at the nanoscale, which is about 1 to 100 nanometers. Physicist Richard Feynman is the father of nanotechnology. This is the fundamental concept in nanoscience and nanotechnology. Nanotechnology, for your information, 1 nanometer is a billionth of a meter, or 10 to the power of negative 9 of a meter. For a scale, there are 25,400,000 nanometers in an inch. A sheet of newspaper is about 100,000 nanometers thick. On a comparative scale, if a marble were a nanometer, then 1 meter would be the size of the Earth. One scientist had the right tools, such as the Scanning Tunneling Microscope or STM and the Atomic Force Microscope AFM. The age of nanotechnology was born. Medieval stained glass windows are examples of how nanotechnology was used in the pre-modern era. Advantage of their enhanced properties such as higher strength, lighter weight, increased control of light spectrum, and greater chemical reactivity than their large-scale counterparts.
Used in the medical field on chemotherapy session. So this is what basically I'm going to talk about is what is melanoma cancer and how does it look like, and then what was invented and who invented the technology, why it was invented, and how nanotechnology contribute to the development of the technology. So today's topic is about melanoma cell. Melanoma cell develops in the cell called melanocytes that produce melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives your skin its color. So basically, I could say that the darker the person, it indicates that the body produces more melanin. And melanoma cancer is one of the most serious type of skin cancer. So as you can see in the picture, as it gets worsened, the cancer, it gets deeper and deeper into your skin, and the symptoms of melanoma cancer is a change in an existing mole or any development of a new pigmented or unusual looking growth on your skin. And it may be caused by the occurrence when something goes wrong in the melanin producing cells, or the exposure on the ultraviolet UV radiation from the sun, or maybe from tanning lamps and beads for a long time. But this cause was not confirmed yet, since the scientists say that it may be caused by several other causes as well, which they cannot be confirmed yet. And someone is in higher risk to get melanoma cancer if he or she has the history of sunburn, or his or her family members has the history of melanoma cancer. So what was invented? So a scientist named Mr. Lee from Purdue University Innovators invented a novel wearable patch which is full of miniaturized needles. So why he invented that novel patch? So before the novel patch was invented, the conventional melanoma therapies, they suffered from toxicity and side effects of repeated treatments due to the aggressive and recurrent nature of melanoma cells. So after that, they created an innovative topical chemotherapy, but it is less innovative, that has been invented as alternative to the first step. But their widespread use has been hindered, means that people are avoiding to use that alternative. Why? One, the size of the microneedle is very painful for humans. Two, high and repeated dosage of chemotherapy for desired result. They have to do more chemotherapy cycle if they want the result that they wanted, means that they want to be healthy. And then the third one is the rapidly dissolving behavior of polymer used in the treatment. So he created the novel patch by using nanotechnology. So how nanotechnology was used? So first, he created a novel wearable patch with fully miniaturized needle. So the patch itself also has been like small, like a standard bandage, and then it was full of miniaturized needles, whereby it helps to enable the abrasive drug delivery through skin for the management of skin cancers. Next, the patch are fully dissolved by body fluids. So inside the patch, there are two kinds of fluids, which is the patch substrate and the gradual dissolution. So the patch substrate will dissolve within 1 minute after we put the patch on our skin. Means that after 1 minute of introduction of the needle in our skin, it will dissolve into the skin. And the next one is gradual dissolution of silicone needles inside human tissue within several weeks. Means that the needles is well known as silicone nanoneedles. It will dissolve into our human tissue within several months of usage. Third is nanotechnology has created an extremely small but long-lasting silicone nanoneedles with sharpened angular tips. So it is because to make it easy for the penetration of the needles without any pain, feels and minimally invasive manner. So it means that um, compared to microneedle that they used earlier, this patch consists of many silicone nanoneedles which lessen the pain, and it makes the penetration easier since it's smaller and sharper. Next one, the water-soluble film serves as a temporary holder. So these silicone nanoneedles was placed on a water-soluble film which acts as a temporary holder. So it helps to the film to be comfortably interfaced in patch with our skin, so that it won't take off easily, because our skin is soft and curvy linear surface. Our skin is not static all the time, so it may move around, so it makes the patch. I could say that the easier way to deliver this is flexible, so that it won't take off easily. Next one is the surface of nanoneedles is configured with nanoscale pores. So why they use the nanoscale pores? So it can provide large drug loading capacity compared to the microneedles, since you have a lot of silicone nanoneedles. So it could provide more capacity of drug delivered to our body, which could lessen the cycle of chemotherapy that you're going to take. And next one, the silicone nanoneedle also can be completely reabsorbed in our body, specifically in our tissue, within several months without harm any of our body. And the last one is the silicone nanoneedles are biocompatible, which it could deliver the chemotherapeutic drugs to the target melanoma sites in a sustainable manner. So this is how the patch looks like. So the outer part is the water soluble film, and the part that it looks like the dot, that is the silicone nanoneedles, which contains a lot more of drugs compared to microneedle. So
Advantages of nanotechnology in chemotherapy is provide rapid and sensitive detection of cancer-related molecules. The design and engineering of advanced solid-state nanoporous materials could allow for the development of novel gene sequencing technologies that enable single molecule detection at low cost and high speed. It has the potential to generate entirely novel and highly effective therapeutic agents. Nanotechnology researchers are working on a number of different therapeutics where a nanoparticle can encapsulate or otherwise help to deliver medication directly to cancer cells and minimize the risk of damage to healthy tissue. It also offers the ability to transport therapeutics to specific sites of disease. It is crucial to deliver a drug to a desired target site in a controlled manner while not causing additional adverse health effects to the patient. To date, the principal types of particle used in drug delivery system is composed of lipid or polymers chosen for their biocompatibility. This system has been used to deliver therapeutic more efficiently. It has better imaging and diagnostic equipment. Better imaging and diagnostic tools enabled by nanotechnology are paving the way for earlier diagnosis, more individualized treatment options, and better therapeutic success rates. Lastly, its energy-efficient product. Nanotechnology may transform the way in which we obtain and use energy. In particular, it's likely that nanotechnology will make solar power more economical by reducing the cost of constructing solar panels and related equipment. Energy storage devices will become more efficient as a result. Disadvantages of nanotechnology in chemotherapy. The first one is toxicity. It can cause toxic effects in humans. They are so small they have the potential to cross the blood-brain barrier, which could cause mass poisoning and unwanted neurological effects. Second one is environmental harm. It may cause toxicological pollution on the environment due to the uncertain shape, size, and chemical composition of some of the nanotechnology products. Third one is organ damage. The effect of inhaled nanoparticles in the body may include lung inflammation and heart problems. There are also worries over the potential for damage to other organs. It's expensive and its developing cost is high. Presently, nanotechnology is very expensive and developing it can cost you a lot of money. Lastly, its manufacturing is difficult. Nanotechnology also pretty difficult to manufacture, which is probably why products made with nanotechnology are more expensive.
And for the last part is the conclusion. So in conclusion, nanotechnology has been a huge contributor to the medical field, especially in the chemotherapy treatment for cancer. So here we have explained how nanotechnology has helped to invent a brand new alternative method to replace the microneedle with the novel patch of silicon nanoneedle. So we would have suggested that since there are a lot of nanotechnology that has helped to invent any new alternative treatments, so there's this one nanoparticle that was known as CRLX101 nanoparticle that was created, and it functions as the precision medicine that targets only tumors while leaving the healthy tissue intact. So we would suggest that if we combine this nanoparticle, which is CRLX101, we put it inside the medicine that was placed inside the silicon nanoneedle. So it would make that treatment much more better, since the needle could help by making a path for the drug to reach the target site, which is the melanoma cell for this case, and the CRLX101 nanoparticle could help as the precision medicine and avoid the healthy cells. So if this method was success, the cancer patient, especially for this case, the melanoma cancer, can feel relief and they would have survived without losing their hopes on life, since they don't have to go on repetition chemotherapy anymore. since we can inject a lot more drugs into them compared to the repetition chemotherapy. So that's all from us. Thank you.